Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Adi Pramudia from Group 13, and today I would like to present a material from labor law, and the title is Protection of Foreign Workers During COVID-19 in Malaysia and Indonesia. The first subtopic is the protection of foreign workers during COVID-19 in Malaysia. In Malaysia, there are three strategies to implement a special policy as part of a national effort to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. There are three strategies. The first strategy is facilitate testing, treatment, and isolation for all foreign workers. And the second is improve job protection for all foreign workers. And the third is strengthen regional cooperation and coordination. The third, I would like to explain the first strategy. First strategy is facilitate testing, treatment, and isolation for all foreign workers. Facilitate testing to ensure most of this vulnerable population voluntary access care to amnesty program must be properly incentivized, such as by providing temporary legal status in exchange for coming forward of testing. Even with an amnesty program, the migrant population, especially those who are undocumented, are likely to have a significant level of mistrust of authorities, and to overcome any potential trust deficit between the migrant population and the government can work more closely with GCSOs to reach those in this vulnerable group to ensure they receive any medical assistance they may need. And the second is treatment. For treating cases among foreign workers, it is crucial to make clear that the aim of this treatment facilities are precisely to treat, not to detain, to effectively signal that the authorities intend to assist foreign workers. These facilities must run as a hospital recovery facilities equipped with the proper essential and amenities. And the third is isolate. This is currently done in Singapore. Whereby upon the coronavirus outbreak, among foreign workers in proposed will dormitories, the Singapore government had urgently made alternative accommodation arrangement to reduce the population density and the PPDS. Foreign workers were located to military camps, floating hotels, and vacant housing board blocks, sport facilities, and several other alternative accommodation. And the second strategy is improve job protection for all foreign workers. Firstly, the system provided to easy employer foreign labor costs should go beyond 20% foreign worker levy discount that is given. Secondly, various estimation have shown the number of undocumented workers in Malaysia could even surpass that of documented once if nothing is done to keep this worker healthy and their jobs, even more employers that expected will be severely impacted. And the third is has been a proposal to lay off foreign worker and employ native worker to fill the gap to resolve unemployment issue. At the same time, encourage automation to win of reliance on foreign worker. And the last strategy is to strengthen regional cooperation and coordination. Uh, labor market within the region are interconnected, not less because international migration of workers is common phenomenon here. For instance, just Malaysia accommodates millions of foreign workers from its neighbor countries. Countries in the region are relying on each other, police and goodwill to care for the people in the host country. And the second subtopic is the protection of foreign worker during COVID-19 in Indonesia. Before we knows how to Indonesian government protection of foreign worker during COVID-19 in Indonesia, we must know that there are several factors that make the use of foreign worker difficult to avoid. The first is access terms of foreign migrant worker because they are related to investment in the context of national development and in the counter and transfer of technology, which is a continuous process. And the second is this does not include the number of skilled Indonesian workers in replacing foreign worker. And the third is insufficient availability of qualified Indonesian workers to do the available work. The fourth, the use of sophisticated machines that contain high risk, so that if not handled by expert, it can cause material and non-material losses. And the last is the wider and growing variety of business that require foreign worker. There are several regulations imposed by Indonesian government in granting permits to bring foreign workers to Indonesia during the COVID-19 pandemic, including the Article 1, Paragraph 4 RPTKA, or Plans of Employment of Foreign Worker, and the second is Article 2, Implementing Regulation of Government Regulation number 34 of 2021 concerning the use of foreign worker. A plan for the use of foreign worker is one of the requirements for foreign work investment companies to be able to employ foreign worker, or RPTKA. According to Article 1.4, the RPTKA is a plan for the use of foreign worker hereinafter abbreviated as RPTKA is plan of the use of TKA, or foreign worker in specific position and for a specific period of time. And according to Article 2 to the implementing regulation of government regulation number 34 of 2021 concerning the use of foreign workers, is every TKA or foreign worker employer who employs foreign worker must have an RPTKA that has been legalized by minister or an appointed official. So, in the terms of the authority to grant permits in term employment, the government has the attribution authority to bring in foreign worker to the Manpower Act through the Ministry of Manpower. And the next topic is Malaysian obstacle that faced by foreign worker in getting protection. The first is undocumented foreign worker. The second is inability of facilities due to cause third association from the society, and the last is irresponsible employer. The first undocumented foreign worker afraid to being discovered because of the potential legal repercussion. Government is difficult to detecting COVID-19 case among them. and detail of the undocumented worker are not recorded in the immigration system. Subsequently, is hard to from them to get medical check. This means that if they're a foreign worker to come uh, in a country like Malaysia, and he don't have a document, it can be make immigration in this country to uh, too difficult to know too difficult to know, is it there is workers have a COVID-19, or is we can say suspected COVID-19 and or not, and the loss is detention, expulsion, and other sanction may be imposed on illegal migrant workers. The second is isolation from the social society. Migrant workers are frequently left behind, excluded from policy development and national effort in combating the pandemic. Their dormitories and are usually located near their workplace. It's difficult to speak with the medical officer due to a language barrier. Hard to know the most up-to-date local information about the pandemic. Left them in confusion when the details of procedure keep changing and the news of the near renewal of the procedure is hard to understand. And the third is inaccessibility to facilitate due to costs. Financial barriers are main factor. Plus big or small business are affected migrant workers who work for low and mid skilled and become ability to help facilities impenetrable without transportation to place in getting medical checkup or medical kits for COVID-19, such as mask, sanitizer, COVID test kit. And the last is irresponsible employer neglected the right and welfare of the workers' accommodation standard. The environment, the dormitories is bad, surrounding small and unhygienic. Employer did not manage to explain them clearly on the SOP and failed to ensure that they could communicate efficiently. And the last topic is the obstacle of protection of foreign workers during COVID-19 in Indonesia. The policy during COVID-19 is the implementation of large-scale social restriction, or PSBB, and work from home and quarantine policy for foreign workers who have just arrived in Indonesia from other country or the country of origin of the foreign worker. Economic capability of foreign worker. The economic ability to each foreign worker in Indonesia is not equal to the limitation in following the policy issued by the government. The second, the lack of wages or income obtained due to work that is not as usual. The third is the unstable expenditure and income obtained to meet all the necessities of life while in Indonesia. I think the obstacle in Indonesia is there are a lot of worker or foreign worker must to get a job, must to have money for the family, but COVID-19 in Indonesia, the COVID-19 in a lot of country is a obstacle for them, and it can be obstacle for a country who want to protect foreign workers during COVID-19. I think that's all from me. Thank you very much, and I do apologize if I have a wrong mistake or misunderstanding. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.